Kat, and I'm back. And today I do want to talk a little bit more about subliminals and whether they really work or not. I have been listening to some now for over a month, and I've had some really strange kind of synchronistic events happening. So I'm gonna say that some of them are a little more powerful than others. It really depends on which ones you're actually listening to and which ones you trust the most. So for example, if I am one of the ones I've listened to was more along the lines of beauty and changing your appearance, so to speak, and getting your hair healthier. I'm gonna say there is something to it because my hair is really growing. It's a lot healthier than it's been in years. So there's really something to it. And I've been listening to some for, whether eyebrows and eyelashes and things like those, because I really like eyelashes. But as I've been putting on mascara lately, I realized how much they've actually grown. So, I mean, and this is over the course of like a month, maybe a month and a half. So there is something to it. I am just blown away, and I'm excited because I have more eyelashes than I've had before in the past. Because I do have a thyroid thing. I have I've had an issue with my eyebrows not being totally filled in, and my eyelashes have been a little brittle, and my hair has been brittle because of it. And now it's really soft, and it's long and much healthier. And so I mean, I was totally accepting and wanting these things to happen. So I think that's a big part of it. What I can do, I'm not affiliated with them, but I can just say that there are some that I love a whole lot more than others. And I know the subliminal community is very small, and I know they want to stay that way, and I understand that totally and completely. So I don't want to like say a whole bunch of the ones that I've been listening to who's made them, because I don't want anything to happen to them. But yeah, they're pretty amazing. So I've always been very conscientious about my face, because I have scars. My skin's usually been pretty clear, but it's even more clear. People joke with me, and they've always wanted to know what I do, because I'm 51, and a lot of people don't believe me when I say that I'm 51. I don't know whether it's diet or genetics or products that I use, but I have listened to Subliminal that is good for de-aging, I think is what it says on there. So retaining your youth, because I know for myself, I think that's just something that I didn't want to let go of, is my youth. But I'm 51, I'm about to turn 52, and I'm going through that midlife crisis. So it's just sort of like that idea of, let me hold on to my youth a little bit longer. There's something to it, something's going on. I don't know whether it's, seeped into my brain, and so I'm buying the products that are gonna help me to change the elasticity of my skin so it stays healthy, and or whether it's the kombucha that I drink, or the water that I drink, or the water that I drink with lemon, or all of those things, I believe it all kind of works together. Some of the subliminals that I have found that have actually made a difference, some of the weight loss ones, do your own research to a certain degree, but there are some that actually really work. I know I was working with a young lady that is a health coach, but while I was working with her, I was also listening to some weight loss subliminals, and the weight loss subliminals that I found, I looked through the affirmations just to make sure that there are things, you know, in the subliminals that I really want to bring into my life. So I think a big part of it for me was getting rid of some of those bad habits. And I haven't, every once in a while I'll slip up, but I think everyone's allowed a little bit of slip up. I mean, we're all human, right? So I haven't met too many people that don't like chocolate. It's just that concept of accepting your flaws and not feeling like you need to change absolutely everything about yourself. But of course, if there are things that you can change and you're willing to change them, those subliminals will work. I don't want to change my eyes to another color. I like the fact that they're hazel, right? You might find subliminals that say green eyes or blue eyes or, you know, whatever color eyes. You know, that's totally up to you. I've listened to some subliminals trying to get my hair to a lighter color, whether it be blonde or strawberry blonde. Those didn't really quite work for me as much because I guess I'm probably a little bit more resistant to it. Although I did find when I was listening to some subliminals for red hair that the red starts coming out in my hair a lot more. So I don't know, maybe I was accessing a part in my genetic code where, you know, we've got some redheads in the family back in, you know, along the line. So it's just sort of maybe it's starting to genetically pop out of my hair. Who knows? It's, you know, interesting what the body will accept and what the body will kind of deny. And I think that's what I talked about a little bit more in my other video about do subliminals work. And I realized I got on some major tangents there. It's kind of funny because when I was teaching at a school, I'm realizing how often my students got me off on those tangents. Of course, they're all grown up now, but I'm sure you probably remember, just trying to remember what she's talking about, you know, you go off on this complete tangent. But it would still be relevant to a certain degree because, well, if I'm teaching an acting class and they ask me a question about something, I might go on this tangent about something, but it would be relevant to what was being discussed in the class. So if I go off on tangents, it's because what is relevant in what I'm discussing with you in the video. With that being said, do subliminals actually work? I would say 50% of the time they usually work. There are some that didn't do anything for me. In fact, absolutely, I mean, I do not have blonde hair. Right? I do not have blonde hair. What else doesn't work? I have not grown to be 5'10" unless I am wearing very high heel shoes. I am 5'5". I've been 5'5" for quite a while now. Let's see, what else doesn't work? I think it's, you know, what you accept in yourself. What do you really want to change? Do you really want to change that? I mean, I know I really wanted to change my eyelashes. I know I really wanted to change my hair to just be healthy and long, and that, you know, it worked. I know I wanted to change and get weight off of me. I know that I wanted to change and tone up my body, tone up my arms, and I realize when I do these videos how flabby my arms have gotten because I haven't really worked out like I used to. And with some subliminals, and I noticed that it's actually kind of, it's doing something, you know, whether it's some of the affirmations that I'm doing along with it. But, you know, the subliminals will get into the subconscious. They access it a lot easier because you don't really hear them. So there's less resistance. So if you're working for, say, example, for your own affirmations of saying, I'm getting thinner and thinner every day, I'm getting thinner and thinner every day. You can accept that, especially if, you know, you step on the scale one week and you're weighing 180 pounds, and then the week after you step on the scale and you weigh like 178 pounds. You're like, I lost 2 pounds. You know, that's healthy. That's awesome. Okay, I am getting thinner and thinner every day. And especially if that weight loss keeps coming off, you can say to yourself, I am getting thinner and thinner every day. So you believe it. So it is working for you, you know. So it's, I think, also working with this subliminal is finding the ones that you feel drawn to, finding the ones that you think will actually make a difference, a healthy difference in your life. If you can take a look at the some of the script that is written there, or you know, just even ask the person who has created the subliminals and get them to give you an answer of, you know, what they've actually put into the subliminals. I know there was one that I was using years ago that was so beautiful, and had this kind of classical music that was playing, but it was very upbeat, and I just, you know, I sent her a little message and I said, could you please send me a list? And she sent me a list of all these things. It's so wonderful and so beautiful, and it was all very healing. So, you know, it was all about, I am empowered, I am encouraging people, I am encouraged, you know, I embrace my femininity. You know, it was these really, really beautiful, beautiful subliminals that were, you know, getting into my brain. And I just felt so many changes happening in my life, and I was becoming so much more courageous and more able to go out and to public and go to concerts and have fun, and just embracing that independent, you know, free-spirited lifestyle that I really wanted so much. And I learned, you know, partially through therapy, but also from those subliminals telling me I'm forgiving, you know, I'm loving, I'm compassionate, I'm empowered, you know, these beautiful, beautiful thoughts that you want implemented into your brain. So it's about being careful about what you let into your field of existence, and what you want within your field of existence, and what is important to you within your field of existence. I know in the other one I started talking about animals and rescues and all that, because that's what's important to me. That's what I love, and that's what changes the frequency in my home, right? My dog emits his own frequencies, especially when he's whining and yodeling and arooing, right? So if you have a husky, you know what I'm talking about. You know, that in itself brings a beautiful energy into your life. So you can create them for yourself. You can also, you know, be picky, be choosy about what you're allowing into your subconscious. And, you know, you'll find the ones that I'm talking about, and you'll be like, hey, yeah, okay, I get this. This is cool, you know, and go with your intuition, go with your gut, and just, you know, be realistic about what you want to change. I mean, if you're like me and you're in your 50s and you're 5'5", you're not going to grow to be 5'10". It didn't work. No. I listened to it for probably about a month, and I'm like, this isn't going to work. It's going to take a miracle. Anyway, oh, I'm not 5'10", I'm 5'5". Okay, so, you know, it's just be realistic. You know, I'm not going to wake up and weigh 115 pounds tomorrow. I still, you know, I still have some weight to get off. I still have to tone up a bit, but you know, the weight loss ones, they work. There are some that are so healthy and so good for you, and you'll know the right ones. Instinctually, you will know. Meditate on them. You know, look at them and be like, well, read through before you decide to actually listen to them. Read through and see what people are actually writing about those subliminals. How are they reacting to it? Do they have a lot more positive likes than dislikes? What are people saying about it? Is there strife and are there fights going on that one? Maybe you don't want to, you know, pick up on that. Maybe you don't want some of that energy coming into your field. So, you know, just use your intuition, use your gut. You know what's right for you, and that's what's important. Okay, so I hope this helps. I know at some point I would love to learn how to actually make some subliminals of my own, because I found I've actually spoken into my phone using the voice memos, and listened to my own voice at night for some things that I wanted to bring into my life. That was more of like an NLP hypnosis, neuro-linguistic changes within my own brain, and to access some things that I needed to work on that may not actually be in your subliminals, that you want to actually change about yourself. You can actually, you know, you can learn how to do them yourself. There are some, the ones that I like the most are the ones that show you also how to make them.